Hello everybody, it's me John aka Nosey and I'm here for a TFNation mini-con video. Now, even though I'm not going, it wouldn't be right if I didn't still keep up with uh, it wouldn't be quite right if I didn't keep up these kind of videos. The updates on the guest announcements and everything else that has been announced and mentioned. This is obviously I do these videos not just for myself but also for other people that might be on the band, might want to maybe go, might live locally, maybe have never been to the main one in August, but this is TFNation Minicon. This is the second time. It started last year for the first time and it's the second time this year, and tickets are selling fast, people, so get your tickets in very, very quickly. Just before we get too far into this video, I just want to quickly just say all the necessary information you will need if you've still yet to book a ticket, or if you're looking at booking a hotel room, all that kind of jazz. Check the description below the video for a link to the TFNation website, and all the necessary information will be there for you. And if you need to contact them for whatever reason, you can do. So let's get swiftly into the guest announcements, and then I'll talk about anything else that has been announced within the last few days. So let's do this. Okay, so the first guest announcement for I think the very first person that was mentioned or announced, but it doesn't really matter what order these were mentioned in, to be quite honest. But comic book artist Jack Lawrence will be at TFNation Minicon 2024. So he's kind of a bit like royalty at the moment because obviously he's been to numerous TFNations since the start. He's a very popular artist, worked for most of the IDW stuff, Lost Light and all that kind of thing. So if you're interested and you're aware of this guy's works, then why not go and check him out? So go do that. So Jack Lawrence is one of the guests for Minicon in March. Okay, so the next guest announcement is Mr. Andy Cousins, toy designer who works for Hasbro on loads of different toy lines, including Transformers. Really interesting guy to check out. Very, very interesting to see his his history with designing toys and all this kind of that. So that will be a very interesting panel. I'm kind of a bit thinking that I'm not going to be there myself to see this guy and his panel, but it's one of those things. I can't, it's one of those things. But yeah, so Mr. Andy Cousins is also going to be in attendance at TFNation Minicon 2024. And last but not least, for now, I've no idea if there's anyone else going to be announced in the meantime. We are only in January, very early. So we still have at least another 2 months, well, pretty much nearly 3 months essentially till the event actually comes around. But anyway, so the next guest is Mr. Chris Carter, another comic book artist who will be in attendance at TFNation Minicon 2024. So again, if you're familiar with his works, then go ahead and check him out. Why not? So yeah, there we are with the guests announcements at the moment. Also, one thing I do need to mention, in case anyone has yet to actually book a ticket and is unaware or whatever, TFNation Minicon this year will be at a different hotel. Last year, for the first year, it was at the Manchester Piccadilly Hotel, which was a little bit away from the Piccadilly station. Now, this year it is actually going to be at Manchester Marriott Victoria and Albert Hotel is the name. If you need to, again, check the description below for the link for all the necessary information. Obviously, they'll have all the information for the hotel there. But that is the new hotel that is hosting TFNation Minicon 2024. So yeah. So a different hotel this time around. One thing, this is a good idea that they did this, because besides myself, I was one of these people that got a little bit confused. But I wasn't the only one having a conversation around people. A few people got confused and went to a different hotel, which was totally wrong. And some people booked a hotel thinking it was the hotel at what the event was hosted or held at, but it was in fact a different hotel further in Manchester city centre. So yeah, basically, long story short, Manchester Piccadilly. There's more than one hotel with the same name, which kind of confuses things. So I think it's a very good idea that the TFNation crew decided to go with a different hotel where there is no other hotel named this. This is the hotel. It's going to be a lot more easier to find and get to. Anyway, so there we go. So that's that bit of news. And also, like I said, before I finish this, I don't think there's anything else I really need to talk about. I will check before this video finishes, just in case. I will add it before we finish. But yeah, I need to mention that the tickets, like I mentioned a little earlier in the video, the tickets for TFNation Minicon 2024 are selling quite fast. They updated earlier today, which is the day of this being uploaded. This video has been uploaded. So they updated about the tickets, and apparently there's like over 80% sold. So there's not many tickets left for Minicon 2024, which means they've obviously done very well with ticket revenue and ticket sales. A lot of interest. I mean, obviously, I'm not surprised, because obviously last year was a really good event for a one-day event. It was TFNation, we all know, but it was much smaller scale. Still got the dealer room, still got panels, guests. Yes, you don't get the voice actors, because obviously you got to understand it's a little bit more difficult for a one-day event. So it's mostly comic book related. But it's a nice, cool, chilled out atmosphere. It's not as busy, the hustle and bustle, like the main 3-day event. So if you're somebody that has never been to any TFNation before, whether the one in August or even the Minicon is probably the better one to actually kind of introduce yourself to it, because it's not as busy and it's a little bit more easier to navigate, and it's not going to be as crammed, I would say, because, you know, but it's a one-day event, so you can kind of like just see how you go. If you're somebody that is a bit nervous around crowds and this, that, and the other. Yeah, so anyway, so that is pretty much what I really need to mention in the video. I will just mention this very quickly before I finish. It is something that they did announce. Now, this is more meant for people who are traders, traders and forge, people that, like independent artists, and also people that are, traders, toys, artists, or whatever. So basically, forge and also trader application forms are now live for TFNation Minicon 2024. So application forms. So if you're somebody who's a trader, or somebody who's an independent artist, or does knickknacks or anything like that to sell at the event or whatever, if you're interested, again, check the description below the video. The link for TFNation website will be there. All the necessary information is on the website, application forms, and this, that, and the other, or email them and ask, and they will sort you out. So that is pretty much everything that has been announced within the last 5 or 6 days, within the last week anyway. So yeah, there we are. So TFNation Minicon 2024 is looking to be a great event again. I mean, come on now, TFNation guys, they know what they're doing. They're brilliant. Unfortunately, like I said, I won't be there this year. Yeah, I'm not going to go into everything, because like I said, this isn't the type of video to really go down different avenues. But all I'm going to say is I've got other commitments and other plans that are happening around about the same time, within about March, April time. I mean, if stuff doesn't work out, I might maybe try and get up there. Even if I can't get a ticket, I can always go up to Manchester for a day and just chill out in the bar. It doesn't really matter if I can't get into the trader hall or anything. But at the moment, I can't really do it with what else is planned for the next upcoming year, over the next couple of months or so. But anyway, so I digress. I will be at TFNation 2024, the main one in August. So you will see me. Nosy will be at a TFNation this year. It just won't be the Minicon in March. So TFNation Minicon 2024, like I said, it is at the Manchester Marriott Victoria and Albert Hotel on the 23rd of March 2024. So mark your calendars, 23rd of March 2024, TFNation Minicon 2024. Again, if you want to go, you're still on the fence, or you're only just hearing about this and you're fairly local to Manchester or whatever, or you're in the vicinity, get your tickets fast. They're selling fast. A good 80% have already been sold, so get them while you can. Get your hotel room booked. There's plenty of hotels within the vicinity of this Marriott because it's right in the city centre, so there's plenty of options. But still, check the description below for the link. All the necessary information is on the website, TFNation website. If you need to mention anything in particular, if you've got dietary needs or problems or whatever like that, or accessibility and this, that and the other, things of that nature, you can always message them. This hotel does situate people that are maybe in a wheelchair. It does have access, disabled access and things like that. So yeah, but if you need to make sure, always email the crew. Somebody will definitely get into contact with you. But anyway, so that is the video today, people. Sorry I won't be there in person at Minicon, but I love the TFNation crew. No doubt it's going to be a great event for everybody that will be there. But I shall be at the one in August. You will see me at TFNation 2024 in August for the 40th anniversary celebration of the Transformers. But anyway, so thank you. See you soon. Bye-bye.